Greetings once again. Today I'm going to show you how to apply at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology. Follow these easy steps and you will have no problem. First, go to Google search, type in Cput online application and hit enter, or click on search. Now this will be your search results. Click on the first link, named Step 4 Online Application. You will land on this part of the university web page. Now scroll down. While scrolling down you will see a subheading called Submit your online application. The first option refers to students who never applied to the institution. The second option refers to students who previously applied to the university. But for the purpose of this video, we will select option 1 for new applicants by clicking on the word apply here. Now this is where you start the actual application. The system will ask you if you already have a student number with the university. Answer the question by clicking on the drop down arrow and select yes or no. For your case, select no. Now it will ask you if you are returning to complete an application. Click on the drop down arrow and select no again. This is what you will see, and please ignore the specific token question. Scroll down the page to get to the bottom of it. This is how the bottom looks like. Click on I accept and hit next. First, you will be asked if you are a South African citizen in possession of an ID or birth certificate. To answer the question, click on the drop down arrow and select yes. An area to fill in your identity number will pop up. Then type in your identity number. Now it is time to fill in your personal details. Remember, whenever you see the drop down arrow, you click on it to select the appropriate answer in your case. Please take note, where there is no drop down indicator, you are required to type the necessary information. Where there is a search button, you do not type, but click on the search indicator. And all the fields with a red star must be completed in full in order for you to move on to the next step of the application process. If you are struggling with inputting the date of birth, click on the calendar which is placed on the side of the area and type your year of birth. Click on the drop down to select the month, and then lastly select the date. Your date of birth will be auto-filled in the required box. This is how the first part of your personal information should be when correctly completed. And now coming to address information, complete the required fields by typing your residential address. Please take note that when you get to the postal code, you do not type it, just click on search, and on the search box, now type your postal code, then click on search. The system will find your area code, then you have to click on it. That is how the postal code is filled in this form. Now moving forward, if your postal address is different from your residential address you just given, click on the small box below, and another area to fill in your postal address will pop up down below. Fill in your postal address the same way you completed your residential address, except of course with PO box or private bag. Now you get to the part where you'll fill in your contact information. Provide your cell phone number and your home number. Type your email address and verify it by repeating it on the next box. Remember, all fields with red star must be completed. Leave the residence information part and move to disability information where you indicate if you have a disability by clicking on the small box shown below. However, if you do not have a disability, just leave the small box as it is. Do not click on it. Now click next at the bottom to move to the next step of your application. In this part, you have to fill in your next of kin details. Type the name and surname of any adult member of your family, his or her cell phone number and home number. And next, type his postal address. Now move to account contact details. This can be you, or any person who will be responsible for payments to the institution. Give the person's information as required, and his postal address. This is compulsory, even if you have a bursary. After you finished, click next. Results details. Type the year in which you did your matric or grade 12. It can also be the current year. The system asks you if you are applying for undergraduate or postgraduate. Undergraduate is your first qualification. Click on the drop down arrow and select undergraduate for the purpose of this video. Are you upgrading? Click on the drop down to answer yes or no. Have you completed a South African metric or international metric? Click on the drop down and select SA metric if completed in South Africa. Final school leaving certificate. Click on the search indicator and select the appropriate answer. Take note, you must have completed matric or currently doing matric. Now move on to subject details. On school leaving subject, click on the search button, scroll up and down, select a subject that you did in grade 11 or grade 12. If you're currently in grade 12, you will be adding grade 11 final results, but if completed your grade 12, you will be adding grade 12 final results. Remember, you will be adding each subject at a time. Final percentage, click on search, select percentage achieved on the above selected subject. Final symbol, click on search, select a symbol achieved on that subject. Now click on add subject. You will notice that the subject you selected is added down below. Repeat the process of adding a subject by going back to school, leaving subject, click on the search button, select a second subject you completed in final grade 11 or grade 12. Go to final percentage again, final symbol of the second subject. Then click add subject. You will notice that you now have two subjects down below in a table format. Do this over and over again for all the different subjects you completed until they reflect your final results report. After you are done adding the subjects, click on next below the page to move on. Now you are on school details. Which school did you attend? Click on the search button and type the name of the secondary school you attended. Then click on search. Your school name will be shown. Click on it to be added. What are you currently doing? Click on the search button. Select the appropriate answer. Have you studied at other tertiary institution previously? Answer that question as well and click next. Now you are almost at the end of the application, which the academic application. Academic year. Click on the drop down to select the year in which you intend to study. Your selection to a specific faculty of study. Click on search to select the faculty in which your chosen program of study or course falls under. Choose a program. Click on search to find all the programs or courses that falls under the above selected faculty. For which period are you applying? Click on search and select the appropriate answer. How would you like to study? Again, click on search and select the appropriate answer. In case your program selection does not autofill the fields. When would you like to study? Click on search and select the appropriate answer. From here, you leave the other stuff and click on add qualification. Now your chosen qualification or course will be added down below. Repeat the same process of adding a qualification or program by going back to academic year, selection to a specific faculty, choose a program, until you get to the point where you add the qualification. You can add up to 2 or 3 programs depending on the number of allowed applications. Here the maximum is 3. Take note, when selecting a program, only select a program in which the system says you are eligible to apply. Such programs have a Y symbol and written eligible to apply. After you've finished adding your programs, click on next down below. In this page you will check your application details and see if everything is correct and in order. Scroll up and down. If everything is good, then click continue down below to complete the application. Now this is the rules and agreement page, but first you need to create a login pin. It should be in this form: 10101 or 95656. Then scroll down to the bottom of the page, accept the rules and regulations by clicking on accept. Finally, click on submit application. You will enter this page, where you will be able to upload your documents. The system will ask you if you have any electronic copies. Click on the drop down and select yes. Now click on next to continue. The system will tell you what kind of document is required. To upload document, click on load or view documents on your right hand side. Click on upload document. Now click on choose file. Navigate to where you have saved the required document and select it. Click on save. Click on close. Your uploaded document will now show. If not, click on list selection. Then it must show. Now click on close, which is situated on your left. Then now click on complete upload. You will see your full name and your student number. At this stage you have completed your application to the Cape Peninsula University of Technology. Click on exit and close your browser.